Hey guys, almost welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliana Amoateng. This hairstyle is so simple and easy, and you won't believe that I didn't do any sewing at all. So quickly, we are going to start off by moisturizing my hair, and I'm using Chebe infused water. Y'all should hold on. I have a hair care routine that I'm going to be showing you with all my Chebe products. Okay, so please do stay tuned for that video. And then when I was done, I used my blow dryer to blow dry my hair, and then also kind of give it a little bit of stretch. Then I went ahead to do my makeup, and starting off with the base or the foundation for the ponytail, I'm just applying hair gel to my hair, especially from my kitchen. I don't know why they call that place a kitchen, but yeah. And then I'm going in and making sure that I'm combing it to smoothing out. To be honest, guys, managing natural hair is so difficult. Somebody told me on my Instagram that this stage of natural hair is very, very stressful and easy, you know, because it is not that long. Even though I can hold it in a pony, it is not long, and it's also not too short, and so it's a fushim, you know, like it grows inside, especially for the kind of hair I have or the type of hair I have. It's so textured, it's so coarse, so it's so difficult to manage, guys, and parting my hair is so difficult, and I really can't wait to get out of this stage. Yeah, so that's just a little rant. The Chebe conditioner and the leave-in conditioner really helps to soften my hair a little bit, but then it still dries up very quickly, and it becomes so hard for me to part. And I can see I'm really struggling, even though it appears easy. But then all in all, I gotta do what I gotta do, you know. So I parted my hair, applied gel like you saw, and then I used my rubber band to secure. You can use oil to moisturize the rubber band before you attach, or before you attach it to your hair, so that the rubber band doesn't tangle up with your hair strands, right? But I didn't do it because the gel was equally fine, and my hair is coarse anyway. It's not going to like make me lose a lot of hair. If you have a very soft hair, or if your hair is permed, I always recommend that you use you use an oil to moisturize the rubber band before attaching it onto your hair. Over here, I'm just still going on doing my parting. The parting shouldn't necessarily come out too clean, you know, because at the end of the day, you're going to cover it up with a hair extension, so it doesn't really matter if it is straight or it is doing, but at least it should look a little bit neater, like you are saying. Then onto my front. If you are doing this kind of hair and you're doing it yourself as a beginner, maybe you can do like straight pony, like you can just hold all the hair at the front into a one pony, right? But then I wanted a little bit of style, so I'm going to do zigzag at both sides, and then, or let me say, no, not zigzag, crisscross. Yeah, I'm going to do crisscross at both sides, and then I'll hold the upper one, okay, and you're going to see it very shortly. Over here, I'm just parting my hair and applying gel into the part. So anytime you part your hair, especially for natural hair, if you are going in for a ponytail style, or if you're doing big braids and you want the parts to really come out neat, you can apply gel at every part that you make. So even the tiniest parts that you make, so far as it's a part, right, or a smaller section, apply gel in between and really clean up the part so that it comes out very clean. You can decide not to do that. It's up to you, for you to manage your hair and do your hair well. But if you really want it to come out clean, use a gel to clean up the part, okay? And as you go forward, you like kind of comb the hair strand so that it stands out or it stretches out a little bit, so that you can attach the rubber band to it. You see how the hair has stretched. You see how long it is. My hair, it has really shrinked, and that's how it is in its natural state. I'm so shocked because I have not really grown out my hair to this extent. It's either I'm doing like low cut, or my hair was always permed since I started growing my hair, like from my after school. So seeing this coarse texture is a surprise to me, and I'm finding it difficult to manage. So this is how the crisscross is going. I'm not really going into the detail of how I'm doing it because you can clearly see. Yeah, basically, yes. So when I was done, I just tried to comb it, and you know, with the bigger strands, I divided each strand into two, and then did something like a twist by using my gel to kind of make it like come together so that it becomes very, very slim for me to be able to move it onto the other hair so that it really lays on flat and it doesn't become bulky, so that the crisscross would really come out neat and you can see every crisscrossing. Okay. One thing to also note is whenever you are using rubber bands on your hair, make sure you are not tightening it, especially for smaller parts like this that I'm trying to like do into crisscross. If you attach the rubber band so tight, it's going to like stress out your scalp. You're not going to enjoy the hairstyle at all. Okay, so please attach the rubber bands very graciously. Be gracious to your scalp, but also making sure that it is tight enough, or let me say like it is tight based on how convenient or how comfortable your scalp would be. Let me put it that way, because how tight I might feel might not be the same as your scalp. Okay, so please be grateful to yourself and make sure you're not tightening it too much so that it's going to give you headaches and you're not able to sleep. And over here you can see that I'm applying the gel in smaller sections, even though it is one part that I have made, but I'm doing it in smaller sections so that the gel would really accumulate into the hair for a very smooth style. Okay, for a very smooth layout. And with this particular hairstyle, it demands a lot of gel. So usually what I normally tell, like, you know, my audience is that don't apply gel into your hair and let the gel stay into your hair for more than 1 week. Okay, these kind of ponytails or any hairstyle that demands a lot of gel all over your hair shouldn't exceed 5 days, because gel in itself contains alcohol, and that is what actually makes it hard. You know, that's what actually makes the hair lie down. Okay, so it contains alcohol and other substances, and you don't want those substances to be in your hair for a long time. I mean, the Bible says too much of everything is bad, right? And that is what we are going by here, and it applies to everything. Everything should be done in moderation, and make sure it is not staying in your hair for a long time. For me, with my ponytail, maximum 4 to 5 days I am done, and then I wash my hair off. Then I go back to moisturizing my hair and letting my hair breathe for a while before I move on to the next style. Okay, so as you like, if you have observed, this year specifically after my short hair, I have really tried not to manipulate my hair as I use my permed hair to do, you know. So be guided, treat yourself well, take care of your body, your hair and everything, so that your hair would really thank you and it will grow in its full glory. Okay, this is how the foundation is looking out, so beautiful, especially the front. And in the back, we are just going to cover it up with extensions anyway, so you don't mind. I'm going to accessorize my apam with these hair accessories. I'm just opening it up and clutching it onto the fake cornrows that I did, so that it covers all the I'm using Ultra Goddess weaves. It is 24 inches, very wavy and heavy in each pack, and I used 2 full packs for the entire hair. Look at how full it is. And one thing I love about this hair is that they have done it in such a way that when you remove like one complete weft, they have divided it into 3 different so you can see this weft. It has some let me put it that way. And then moving on to attaching the extension, this is the most important part, because there's no sew-in. We are not going to do any sew-in, or we are not going to even do threading. We are dependent on bobby pins to do this. Okay, so make sure that when you are attaching it, you attach it onto your hair, especially starting at the tip of the extension, and then you use your bobby pin to attach onto your hair and then onto the extension. Then you push it inside your hair. Make sure the bobby pin is not touching your scalp. Usually when you are doing such hairstyles, or if you are using bobby pins into your hair and you attach the bobby pin such that it touches your scalp, that is where the problem comes from. That's where you start feeling your hair is tensioned, you know. So the bobby pin should only enter the extension, and then it should also only enter your hair, so that it is not giving your hair tension. And the trick here is to just wrapping the extension around the 2 strands that I have made. And because my hair is a little grown, it is able to secure or attach itself onto the extension, or the extension is able to attach itself onto my hair. Then I use the bobby pin to secure it. I hope you understand. And based on how I am doing, you can clearly see I'm just going over and over, and where I feel it is loose, especially at the tips or the edges, the edges, I secure the edges with bobby pins so that the extension does not move. Like my hair, it don't move. My hair, It don't move. Okay, so I'm just going round and round until I exhaust the hair. Okay, and that is how it is. And whilst I am going around, I'm also making sure that I am not tightening it too much. I have tender head. That's why I always stress on not tightening, so that even if you don't have tender head, when your hair is tensioned, it weakens your hair. If you are doing hairstyles that are always giving your scalp tension and pulling your hair strands, it's going to weaken your hair over time, and you're going to lose hair, and you're going to suffer from alopecia in the future. Alopecia doesn't just come from serious it doesn't only come from hereditary, or it doesn't also only come from maybe deficiencies. But if you don't have a tender head, and you keep stressing your hair and giving your hair tension and pulling your hair strands, you are going to suffer from alopecia. Okay, so I'm moving on to the next braids, or the next step of my hair. And I'm doing the same thing, but because I want this place to be very, very full, the first part I'm going to do, I'm just using the extension to wrap one part of the ponytail, of the ponytail that I did, like the ends, no, with the end. So at the middle, I'm not going to do what I did at the edge over there. So the other one, I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm wrapping the hair strands, just like if I'm saying just like how I would have done it, or if you can imagine how the threading method is done. Then I go on to the other part, and then I do the same thing until I exhaust it and use bobby pin to secure, just like you are seeing. And then at the middle part, because I didn't wrap it around, I'm just using bobby pin to secure. Then I'm going in with the second part of the attachment and doing the same thing as I did for the first layer. Like they won't you know. I really hope you understand what I'm saying. Otherwise, please open your eyes and look at what I am doing, because some of these things are very difficult for me to explain, okay? And then when I was done, I used bobby pin to secure, and basically that is what I did at the back. Then at the front, I'm also just going to simply attach the extension onto the little ponytail over there, and I'm just going in, or starting by wrapping one of the strands, or let me say, like fetching a reasonable amount of strands and then wrapping it around so that it stays put before I continue to wrap the extension all over. Okay, so when it stays put like that, I use rubber band I use the bobby pin to secure, and then I start wrapping the extension all over my hair, or that little ponytail, like that. Okay, so I wanted the ponytail to really stand on its own, but when I was done wrapping it, I realized that like holding it wasn't too secured for my liking. So I decided to do a little bun so that like it really lies on my head, and that way whether I move my head to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the right, it will not move. Okay, so and then I use my thread to kind of secure instead of bobby pins, because the hair strands are a lot over there, or the extension is a lot over there, and I made sure that it was secure. After I felt it was very secured, I just cut the thread off, or like I made a knot and then I cut the thread off completely. And I used my hair mousse to kind of moisturize the hair. This hair mousse is very hydrating. Okay, it's Kuuza hair mousse. It's called Kuuza hair mousse. This is how it is looking like. It is very hydrating. And ladies and gentlemen, this is me. This is the final look. Look at how beautiful it is. Even though the hairstyle looks very easy, I must say it takes a lot. It takes quite some time, you know. It takes quite some time to finish, especially with the fronts that I made. It didn't really give me you know, I say be a so you got to be patient with yourself. Unless you are doing a straight ponytail, like straight ahead, crisscross be then it's going to be very, very easy. But other than that, this is a very simple hairstyle, very, very easy, cheap also, or let me say affordable. I thank you for watching. If you love this video, please give me a like, and I'm going to see you in my next videos. Do take care. I love you, and I wish you a Merry Christmas. Okay, have a nice day.